All right, we're going to be looking at some trig word problems today. Our first problem here states says a 25-foot telephone pole has a wire coming down at a 34-degree angle to the pole. Find the length of the cable. So the first thing we want to do is draw ourselves a pretty little telephone pole. So we make like a little cylinder here. Here's my cylinder. Hi, little telephone pole. We put a little design in it. You know, telephone poles are generally wood, so they get a little grain. Okay, I got a cable. My cable's going to go from up top here, coming down here. Notice it makes a nice, neat little right triangle for us. I have here a 34-degree angle, and it tells me that my pole is 25 feet. It's asking me the length of the cable, so I need to know my hypotenuse. That is what I'm looking for. So I have the adjacent side, I'm looking for the hypotenuse, and I have an angle. So I'm going to be using the cosine. So I'm going to do the cosine of 34 degrees is equal to 25 over x. There's my equation that I have to solve. So to solve it, I'm going to come over here. So cosine of 34 is equal to 25 over x. I'm going to multiply both sides by x. So I now have x cosine 34 is equal to 25. I divide both sides by the cosine of 34, and I find out that x is approximately, oh, now I gotta go get my handy dandy calculator. Bam, there we go, handy dandy calculator. First I gotta turn it on, there we go, we got the calculator turned on. I always want to check and make sure it is in degree mode, because if it is not in degree mode, we will get an incorrect answer. This one is in degree mode, so I get out of here, and I just type in 25 divided by the cosine of 34. Press enter. My cable is approximately 30.2 feet long. 30.2 feet. Looking at our next example. Our next example says Logan is lying on the ground looking up at a 38-degree angle toward the sky. He sees a mosquito 4.5 feet away. How high above the ground is the mosquito? So we need to draw ourselves a pretty little picture. So we got Logan over here just a chilling. Hey Logan, how's it going? And he's looking up here at our little mosquito. Zipping around here. And it tells us this angle right here is 38 degrees. It tells us that my mosquito is 4.5 feet away from Logan. He's about to get bit. I need to know how high above the ground is the mosquito. The mosquito. It's always good to have a little bit of the sky in here. A little sun shining down too. So I have the opposite side, and I have, this is my opposite side, and I have my hypotenuse. If I have the opposite and hypotenuse, I'm going to be using my sine, because sine is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. So therefore, this one is going to be the sine of 38 is equal to the opposite, that's my x, over 4.5. I come over here to solve my equation, so the sine of 38 is equal to x over 4.5. I multiply both sides by 4 5/10. I find out that x is equal to 4.5 sine of 38. So I now go grab my handy dandy calculator. Here's my handy dandy calculator. I go through and I type in 4.5 sine of 38 and I press enter. And I see that my mosquito is approximately 2.77 feet above the ground. With these types of problems, you need to always make sure that you pay attention to what you're doing, read the problems carefully, draw a picture. From the picture, use that to set up your equation, and then solve your equation. As always, pay attention to what you're doing, and good luck.